What's up, you guys? Good morning, y'all. So I have to give my take on Ready to Love. I definitely be watching it. It's entertaining. Some episodes I'd be like, okay, I'm over it, right? It just be making me mad. But I definitely had to tune in for the Philly crew, and this is my take on it. So it's so much going on. I'm gonna try to briefly give my take. So let me just start with the whole Cam situation. So I do follow some influencers that do reviews on Ready to Love, and I posted on there that I felt like Sahara was doing way too much in the end, right? Like, she came in hot. She just already had like attitude with her, right? So I kind of felt bad for Cam, because I definitely feel like Sahara was trying to rush him, telling him to choose right. She just would always make comments about his choosing, right? Almost in a way that she's trying to let him know, you need to choose me. And I was like, sis, you do not have to do all of that, right? I was so annoyed by her every time she would drop that on him, to choose right. And even Cam was looking like he was annoyed. I felt so bad for him because, number one, we as ladies should never have to rush a man to choose us, or we should never have to persuade them in any way to choose us, right? And so I'm trying to think of exactly what I posted on there, but I made a comment, and then I had one person to comment underneath it about what I said, because a lot of people are trying to say Cam led the ladies on, and Cam was playing the game. Okay, he was playing the game, and he had 3 people that he was connecting with. So he's trying to make a decision on which one best fits him, best fit what he's looking for. And so he was taking his time doing it, right? And then that's when Sahara was trying to rush him, about making a decision. She was like, you still don't know, like, we almost at the end and you still don't know. You do not have to do all that. Let that man make his decision, right? And if you ready to bounce and just be out, like, I'm gonna go ahead and make it easy for you, I'm out, then make that choice for yourself. Don't be trying to push him to choose, because he even said, don't rush me. I was like, oh my gosh, sis, why? He was like, don't rush me. And I felt him on that. Why would we want to rush a man to choose us? That sounds ridiculous, right? That sounds so crazy. So I was with Cam on that. He was like, don't rush me. And so, he may have saw some things in all of the ladies that he didn't like, right? He may have saw some things that he was like, because, he not feeling this. I mean, that's just how it is. Like, when we're dating, we're going to always see some things in a person that we don't like. And, and we're like taking our time trying to make a decision on, am I going to pursue something with this person or not? So he was taking his time, and I respect to Cam on that. I'm definitely with him on how he moved this season. He was dating, he was trying to find his match, and he had 3 connections. So in the end, where Sahara was coming in hot, she had all the attitude, and she was like, I choose me. Okay, sis, that's great. She chose her. I respect to her for that. I just feel that all the attitude that she brought with it was just too much. That's just my personal take on it. It was just a bit too much. But if that's how she moves, that's how she moves, then that's her. I'm just saying, us as women, we don't have to choose a man to choose, or excuse me, we don't have to push a man to choose us, and we shouldn't. We should not do that. To me, it just sounds crazy to want to even do that. I want a man to choose me, to pursue me, right? To come after me. You let me know that I'm the one that you want. I'm the one that you want to get to know. That's how I feel. I did that one time with in my adult life with a guy I had met back during CIAA. And he was fine. He was fine. He was my type. And I made the first move. Like, he was kind of chilling over there on the side. We were at a day party, and he was kind of like chilling, sipping on his little drink. He was just vibing. And I was like, who is that over there in the corner chilling? Right? And so we kind of caught eyes. And I was like, I'm about to go over there. Me being, because, I can be a little aggressive. And, I'm definitely a social butterfly. So I walked over to him and just gave him a compliment. And then we started talking, right? Then we started dancing and things like that. And so I had a major crush on him. He was definitely my type. His energy was cool. And I just had a crush on him. And so after that, we exchanged numbers and things like that. And I felt like in the course of us talking that I was pursuing him, right? I was like, oh no. Like, I had to catch myself. I was definitely slipping on this dude. I was slipping. And I was like, oh no, we are not about to do that. So I had to shut it down. I was like, I'm not going to keep calling, keep texting. I was doing the most. I was definitely doing the most, but I caught myself. And I was like, no, sis, we're not about to do that. So I shut it down. And so ever since then, and that was like some years ago, when that happened. And I was like, I'm going to remain in my place as a woman and let a man pursue me. Let a man choose me. Let him come to me and say, I want to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was a lesson that I learned, because I definitely slipped up. And I already knew that for myself, but I got caught up, y'all. He was fine. I got caught up. But that is my whole take on that. I'm with Cam on this. Cam was playing the game.